Hello and welcome to Frank's School. This is the 111th day, and now this is going to be different. For about 2 weeks now, I'm going to go into the discussion of some archaeology. The archaeology of Conemaugh village, which is the name that I have given, well, it's the oldest name I know for a village that was right here. Later on, that village was called Oppenheimer. And this is an aerial photograph. If you wanted to see that and look a little bit more around here, I took that off Google Earth. Well, it's the same as what's on Google Earth. 151 Camp Ranch Lane, there's the zip code, and that would have you looking right at it. And you could go closer and you could pan around. But it's going to serve me. Now, I want to show you a very valuable photograph, actually. This photograph, and I'll bring it close to the camera, was taken from about here, looking in that direction, and it probably dates, I'll move it forward and then stop, and I'd really like you to be able to see it well. It dates from probably about 1870, before 1884. This is probably too close now, but and I even have the names that a woman wrote of some of the people that are standing there. There's a Schnabely, there's a Zimmers, there's an Ernest. It was the man in the foreground was her grandfather, I believe, or great-grandfather. Now this picture was taken from higher up on the hill of the same place about 60, 70 years later maybe. I would guess that this was about 1945 maybe, or about 1950. And you see all those original buildings are gone. It's all been cleared. My grandfather tried very hard to run this as a cattle ranch. So at that point it was called the Camp Ranch. And the old building in the middle, that's just, you know, the oldest high building, that is the old Schnabely or Oppenheimer house. By that time it had had a tower built on it, a tower that had since been taken down. Okay, and then one other thing I'll show you about it, the Oppenheimer mines. Well, this is the Pioneer Historical Society of Bedford County, and one month or quarter, there was an article about these mines. I actually helped to write this. Some of the stuff I'm going to be telling you, they know because I told them. There's the man, he was the foreman, George Motto. He was the foreman of the Italian workers that lived here. He's the only one of the Italians that left descendants here. All right, we're over about the next 10 days, I would say. I think there's 10 videos. I am going to walk around with my camera and show you what I filmed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, and I'll show the mountain around, and you'll see this is called the Cherry Tree House, brought here from 70 miles away. You'll see that. And then I'll discuss, you'll see the pond, and you'll see this old apple tree, and I'll discuss features that are down here, archaeological features that really can't be seen. So I'll come to the edge of the hill and look and suggest that this might have been an inclined plane. And then we're going to follow this bisse. This bisse rings the whole hilltop. And bisses, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, that was going to be one of my subjects this year. This may be the last that I deal with this subject. We're going to follow that bisse back into the woods and back to where it meets the natural drain. Then we're going to go around the mountain, and we're going to come out here, and we're going to go down to the lane, and we're going to come up the lane and go back here and go like that. And I'll probably keep referencing this each day as I try to tell you where are we. Okay, now bisses. As I go back and walk along this bisse that I made, my bisse, which I call Grandpa Jim Bisse, he's the man who bought this farm, brought it into our family. If you are interested in the subject, these videos from this year, 2.51.2, if you would start at the 2nd minute 15th second, that's this is when I was walking along bisses in Switzerland, part of the Tour d'Europe. This is a slideshow. My daughter was with me. Video 2.51.3 at the 6 minute 30th second is where I would say to start. It's quite long. And then 2.52.2 starting about the 3rd minute. There I'm walking along a bisse. Unfortunately, there's no water in the bisse where I'm walking. If you want to see a bisse with water in it, like this one now has water in it, then you would have to go to back to see Erica's slides. And back, I think, in this video, I show my collection of books about bisses. I guess that will probably be enough for today. I'm now, the second video today is going to be what I actually filmed here. So, see you tomorrow.